I made the fatal error of turning on Sky News this morning. Most of you will know I don't really sleep at all, to be perfectly honest with you. And I used to watch the news throughout the night, and then I changed it a good while back, and I was watching the likes of Sky Nature, which was much better for the mind and soul, but for some daft reason I turned it over this morning at 3 o'clock onto Sky News to see Kier Starmer's new weapon upgrade, basically, or his defense review is I think the fancy name they called it. And it said something like 12 armed submarines. They want to increase their GDP from 2.3% to 2.5% of the spend on weapons and on their defense review. And by 2034, which is not a long way away, they want to increase that again to up to 3%, which is like an astronomical amount of money. But he said the threat of war has never been so serious, and we must all be ready for war. Now, in fairness, when the UK says something like that, well, you know, whether we like it or not, we got to pay attention because, well, we all remember what happened in previous wars where Ireland got bombed mistakenly. So, you know, I can kind of half understand why we should take what he's saying seriously, but they want to get 12 new submarines. They want to get 6 new munition factories. They want to get something like 7,000 long-range weapons and increase their nuclear program by 15 billion. Now, I'm no genius, but that's a shitload of money. And that's a pretty big program or review to be taking on. My point was like, you know, okay, well, first of all, well, that means we got to, you know, take the threat of war from the UK fairly soon. Because in fairness, lads, you have form with us. So if you're going to increase all that stuff by that amount of money and by that amount of submarines, munition factories, long-range missiles and a brand, like, you know, updated nuclear program, well, we got to take, you know, better have a little look about this. But the point is the next sentence they harp on shite about climate change and how we have to save the planet with climate. There'll be no fucking planet left if these guys continue on with what they're going to do. I mean, like, we're worried about cows farting, and these guys are going off building nuclear warheads, long-range missiles, 6 munitions factories, 12 new bloody submarines, because the threat of war has never been so serious. Like, fuck me, pink. At some stage, you have to turn around and go, we are thick, aren't we? Like, there's no asking the question anymore. Are we all stupid for listening to all this shit? We are think. Guys, we got to cull the cattle, the national herd, by 200,000 because their farts are destroying the planet and we're all going to fucking die. However, we've got this brand new nuclear... Check out my nuclear bombs. Check out my fucking nuclear bombs. I can launch these from anywhere and wipe out Russia and wipe out China or wipe out whatever country is threatening us with war. Great, just from the press of a button or a drone. Aren't we amazing? But those damn cows, oh my God. Like, oh, there's another fart. Oh no, that's another year taken off the lifetime of Earth. Like, fucking hell, seriously. How? I want to meet their teachers. I want to meet the guys who train them so that they can stand up with such a straight face and say, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing to build up our arsenal of weaponry and nukes and submarines and bombs and fucking all kinds of shit. And by the way, climate change. It's probably the number one threat of the planet right now. How can you say that shit with a straight face, look down the camera to your people that you're supposed to be governing and actually think we're supposed to fucking believe you? I knew I made the mistake. As soon as I turned on the news, I fucking knew I made the mistake. I don't know, why am I watching mainstream media news? But you know what, sometimes maybe you have to see what's going on. And everybody, there'll be all these people, well, the threat of war is very serious. We got to be ready. People will believe it because they wake up in the morning, they turn on mainstream media news. By the time they go to bed, all they've listened to is mainstream media news. And they cannot think, they don't realize. And all I do is these videos is maybe people might start thinking, I know some of you think I'm fucking batshit crazy, and that's perfectly fine too. But maybe people might start thinking, actually, you know what? 7,000 long-range missiles are 200,000 cows farting. Eeny, meeny, fucking miny, mo. Can't finish that the rest, by the way the world has gone easy. But, you know, which one will I take? 7,000 long-range missiles, 15 billion on a nuclear program, 12 armed submarines that could be fucking outside my house. They probably are, for all I know. God, this guy needs to shut up. Just think. That's all I'm saying. I don't want you to think like me. I don't want you to think like me at all. But I'm just saying, just think for 1 second. This is what governments of the world are trying to convince you that they're right by. We are under such a subject of, we've been listening to nuclear threat war for as long as, I don't know, time has begun. But now they're telling us that we need to spend billions, if not trillions of dollars, of sterling, of euro or whatever. We need to spend billions upon billions, possibly trillions, to make sure we're better armed than the guy who's threatening to nuke us, or the guy who's threatening to have a war with us. Because that's, it's coming. Threat of war has never been so serious before. It doesn't realize 2 world wars have already happened. No? Threat of war is the most serious it's ever been. We all need to be ready for it. By the way, kill that cow. He's just after farting again. Come on. Anyway, as always, let me know in the comments. By the way, please repost it as well. And apparently there's another guy. I thought we got rid of him, but he's back. He spelt my name differently, but he's got similar amount of followers, and he's robbed all my content basically, and TikTok are not taking him down. They took him down, and now he's back. I don't know how the fuck he's ever getting back, but it's not me. And the question is, why do you want to report this guy? And he says, because he's me. And they went, well, he's not you. And I went, fuck it, I said it's me here. Anyway, he'll probably copy this video and stick it up as well. But my name is spelled wrong. I got a very funny comment. I don't even know how to spell your right name right, but it's spelled wrong. I think it's Treyvuad as opposed to Vaud. So if you see that guy, he's only got half my videos up. Please feel free to report the bastard. Don't want him making money on the back of, or the strength of my content. Anyway, let me know what you think. Am I batshit crazy? Am I mad? Does that make you stop and think, actually, do you know what? I was always believing mainstream media, but now that you mention that is a bit fucking harebrained, all right? Threat of war has never been so serious as per Kier Starmer this morning. And we need to all be ready for it. There you go. Anyway, kill all the cows. They're farting. That's what's destroying the planet. Nuclear bombs, nuclear warheads, long-range missiles. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing to see here. See, nobody makes money from cows farting. It's as simple as that. Maybe I do need to spell it. Nobody makes money from cows farting. But a lot of people are making a lot of money from building fucking nuclear warheads and long-range missiles and submarines. A lot of money to be made there. Anyway, have a fantastic day. I hope you're well wherever you are. And if you woke up today, have a great day, because a lot of people didn't. So think about it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Repost my video. If you're not following me, please follow me. If you're still here, you're as mad as me. Have a great day. Good luck.